You know, prior to 1968, the NRA had never endorsed candidates. We didn't have a political arm. There was no ILA.
We'd seen some high-profile assassination in 1968, other things that led to the first federal coordinated gun control efforts being implemented.
Interestingly, after the passage of the 1968 Gun Control Act, which was the act which signaled the opening of the cultural wars on Second Amendment rights, the NRA was under pressure both from our friends in Congress and from our membership to reinvent itself. We'd never done that. Our board at that time didn't want to do it. They thought this was sort of a tacky thing to have to get involved in politics, and they resisted it. And some years later, at the behest of a number of our friends in Congress, primarily John Dingell, a Democrat from Michigan who's still there, said, look, you can teach gun safety until the cows come home, you can run competitions, you can talk about hunting, you can do all these things, and none of it's going to matter unless you stand up for the Second Amendment, because if you don't, no one else is going to be able to do it.
One of my most memorable hunts was I was 10 years old and my dad took me out for rifle opener. It was something that I knew I was looking forward to for a long time of being a part of with my dad. And you know, my dad got a shot off and I can't even describe the emotion that I had, the excitement, the enthusiasm that I had finding that deer. It ended up being the biggest buck he's ever killed. And harvesting an animal, that was just a bonus. You know, the time that we spent out there was what I remember more than anything. Passing on the tradition is something that I'm very passionate about, and I think it really stemmed from my dad doing that for me and really getting me into it and his dad doing that for him.